Well, hey folks, this is Sammy here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Ricciville. So, just before we get too far here, don't forget to look in the description down below, guys. There's all kinds of really good information. There are also links to Oldman's Patreon page, PayPal page, if you care to make a donation to one of the best modders for FS19. There's also a link to my Patreon page and a bunch of pertinent little bobs and whistles, including all of my shout-outs to thank my supporters, etc., etc., and emails if you need to contact me, etc. So, while you're sort of throwing half an eye in that direction, don't forget, if you like the videos, smack that like button. So, we are heading out towards the pits, taking my trusty global company truck. Isn't that nice? Just adds a trailer that's available on the mod hub, and that's one of the liveries you can have for it. Now what I'm after is in fact iron, or ore, sorry. We won't assume it's iron. I think actually let's do this a way bit different. There we go. Alright. Now, before I run over and grab our amazing fillin' millin' machine, I just want to come over here and have a look at this. I don't think we've actually shown this yet. So, this, as you see, you put diesel into it and it will produce gravel, salt, sand, or coal and stone. Now, I have, as you can see, put 25,000 liters of diesel in there. In other words, we're half full. Now, if I come around and go, what is it, Alt-G? No, sorry, Control-G. There we are. And let's see if we can find this little monkey. Stone mine. Open. Alright, here we go. I would like to start that. Alright. And I think we'll get it to do sand as well. Okay. So that should now be producing. It should. As you can see, there's the flashing beacon of doom is flashing. Now I also have the other guy. He's back in here. And this guy, in exchange for water, stone, and diesel, will produce gold, lime, carbonate, and silt. So, what I have not yet determined is what the heck we're supposed to do with that giant pile of gravel. That's it's the first thing you run into before you get to our coal seam. What I thought was actually stone is gravel. I harvested a bunch of it yesterday. And, well, oh, I might still be over there. And I ended up dumping it in my silo, because quite frankly, I don't know what the heck to do with it. I would imagine one of these businesses, companies, production places requires it somehow, somewhere. And we'll sort it out when we get to it. But yeah, I filled that entire trailer and, well, then realized that, in fact, there's a machine that's directly responsible for doing that, making gravel and nothing else. Alrighty. Oh, that's in the lowered position. Let's raise her up. There we go. So I have sown one of our fields in oats, and we're going to have a look at the machine and see what else we can put in. I know most of the grains we could get away with. Doesn't seem to be recognizing that truck. There we go. It just wasn't recognizing that it had a top on. There we are. Alright. Now let's drop this down and let's get started. So yeah, one of my viewers had a couple of questions about that stone factory. Apparently they were having issues getting it going, and I think they expected, as is sort of the norm, but not really here, you know, you throw in the stuff that's needed and everything starts just happening, which is not the case with Global Company Script. Not every time. In fact, I know that Oldman 102 wants to kind of standardize how they work on this map, and had a kind of a vote thing going on his Facebook page, with the idea being, would you rather see all, none, or selectable, I guess basically, but let's call it all or none, to whether you have to turn things on, or whether they just simply, as I said, you throw the right goods in and happy, happy, joy, joy, things just work. Now, I kind of like the idea of turning them on, mainly because, like in that plant there, I don't really want it wasting its production time producing, for example, salt. I can simply wander down to the next patch and harvest salt. Now, if you didn't own a salt patch, then you'd turn that one on as well. But you see what I mean. I would much prefer that it took everything I've put in there, you know, that 25,000 liters of diesel, and rather turning it into products I can just do this to, you know, I would like it to turn into products that I can't get otherwise, i.e. stone, and I believe sand, although I may be wrong. There may be another way to get sand out of it. I know there's PDFs that come with all these things, but you know, yeah, I'm a man. I don't read directions. Okay. Now, it means this guy is now full. Okay. Let's take you back to the farm. Giddy up, boy. I like this rig. Goes well together. It handles... I find this truck handles more like a truck, like an ATS type of truck. You don't get those, oh look, I turned that sharply, now the thing is jackknifed. It isn't nearly, in fact, it'll roll over before it'll jackknife. Literally, I've done it. And I'm not saying that with a bunch of pride, I'm just making a statement of fact. I have done it. Yes. Alright, let's head back. As you can see, this holds 79,000, so... Okay, because it's a fairly important production to get underway, I think it also requires fuel, though, doesn't it? Oh, that's okay. I don't want to get that one going right now anyway. I'm in the wrong place, man. I want... Is it you? Yes. No, you make pallets. I need the place that makes nails. The steel mill, there it is. You'd have thought that'd have been obvious. Alright. Ore and coal, way around the back, eh? Alrighty. Alrighty, well, then what I'm actually going to do is what I originally... When I set this up, what I intended was to have something like this. Take items to my main silos, and then from the main silos, I would distribute them to the different factories in a smaller, more, you know, convenient truck for that area, as opposed to the, well, the lumbering walrus that is this rig. Oh, and this may or may not have been the corner I rolled this truck on. But yeah, you'll come around there. See how the front wheels, I don't know if you guys caught that, but the front wheel on this side came off the ground. So at that speed, I was at half my point of rollover. So it will do that, but you notice it didn't jackknife. No siree, it would rather flop right over and spill its guts across 700 yards of highway. Brilliant. That's okay. You also have to really, really watch this thing, because 70,000 liter of ore and this fat bob of a truck equals a ton of momentum. Like savage, stupid, phenomenal amounts of momentum. Alright, here we are. Ore me now. Nice rig. Now, it not only does this, but you don't want to be tipping this one in one of those enclosed stalls. Because as you can see, she do get up to a fair height. That's darn near as tall as these silos. So, yeah, one need to be careful. One need to be very careful. Alright. As I said, I mainly wanted to go out there, not even so much to collect the ore, although that is important. Oh, this thing just has no turn back, man. It is a beast. But also, as I said, I wanted to give a little show of the stone facilities back there. There we go. Awesome. Now let's go park you back up. Alright, now I think what I'm going to do, I wasn't originally going to do it this way, but I think while the getting's good, I've got a tractor and a seeder up here, and I was set to, I was kind of waiting for the ground temps to go up enough to plant a slightly different crop, but that's alright, that's alright. I think I'll just change it up instead. So as I said, as you can see here, we have oats down. Now it needs limed, and of course it needs fertilized, but that's alright. Alrighty. Morning. So, if we look, we can see. So, it was soybean I was going to put in here, but we need the temperature to go up to 10 degrees. But I'm thinking we could go... We're going to get straw from our oats, so maybe we can go canola. It's a pretty good payout. No, I'm going to go wheat, actually. That way we will have some food. So, let's switchy-do this. Excuse me. He swallowed me tongue. Oh, I went past it. Wheat. Alright, let's unfold this monster. Let's try and get her set up in a good compass point. Perfect. Drop her down, turn her on, and rock and roll. Awesome. How's the day going? 8:54 a.m. Oops, let's crack the time back up to 5. I kept it on 1 because I was trying to at least get some things caught up, you know. And that's not that easy, as afraid. Not at all. Alright, get that last little bit in there. There you go. Brilliant. Long loop, otherwise this thing will just about flip itself. Whoa, like that. Yes. How does this look? Yeah, that's not bad. Although I think I might be being a little over brave. Let's try about here instead. Sure. Alright. Let's drop her down. And let's crank her up. Now, when I get to the other end here, I think what I'm going to do is quickly hop back over to the farm. And I'm going to grab... Oh. Well, we'll see. If I have lime, I'm going to get a hired worker to lime our oat field. Now, the seeds haven't sprung. They were only put in the ground about an hour ago. So, I should have done this in the opposite direction, but it unfortunately... okay, my tanker is finally filled with fuel. It unfortunately tells you it needs lime only after you've sown. So, yeah. Let's, okay. I should have another tracker. Oh, I've got dozens of them. So, you, sir. Alright. Now let's open that up. Beautiful. Lime, yes please. There we go. Yeah, I went and got a whole truckload. I figured I would do that. Grab lime and a few other things. Just so it wouldn't put the big kibosh on us. Now, Just because I have a theory, I'm actually going to start on the far end of this thing. Let's start with a nice generous overlap, shall we? Alright. Do your thing, dude. Whew, wasn't that generous, apparently. Why is it leaving no line? It says it needs lime. Well, I'm not going to keep wasting product. I don't know what's going on there, but we obviously can't lay down any lime. Well. It's just out of curiosity. Maybe that's been updated, or maybe I'm just... Okay. That's the problem. Good for them. You can't lime if you've already seeded. And good for them. Like I said, my mistake, I should have done it before I put seeds in. In fact, what I think I should probably do is stop what I'm currently doing before I really screw it up. Alright. Let's see what happens here. Yeah. That's what I kind of thought. Dang. Alright. In this field, let me guess, needs lime? No. Okay, we can continue. Awesome. Oh well, my mistake. The oats won't be quite what they should be, I guess. Oh, what to do? I'm actually going to go back to single X here for a moment. When I get to the end of this row, I have something else I need to do. I gotta go fetch our truck from the shop. Now, oddly enough, it won't allow me to fill a tanker at a gas station, but it allows you to fill it at the little fill-up points at places like the shop, which sucks because it literally takes 15 minutes to fill that. Oh man, I'm out by that much? Oh, for God's sake. Well, that's what I get for thinking I knew what I'm doing. Look at that. Zoing. Missed an entire row. Alright, I gotta go somewhere, so... Here we are. Alright. Whoa, this thing zooms. cut that corner a little bit so I don't end up flopping it over. I don't know if it will or not, but, well, you know. With my luck, why wouldn't it? Oh, I hope he goes the right way. There's so little faith. Ah, he did. In the AI. Look at that one empty row might have been enough to convince him to, you know, go the other way instead. Alright, now we do have a diesel storage tank. Because again, rather than, you know, go here, go there, go everywhere, I'd rather deposit everything in a central location and then deal with it as it needs dealt with. Alright, which one's draw? This is perfect. There we are. Let's have a look here. Whee! How's our grass doing? Nope, not yet, eh? That's funny that it won't let you run with that in your hand either. I mean, I can understand a chainsaw. You know, I shouldn't be allowed to drive a pretend tractor, leave alone run with a chainsaw, so, you know. But as for not being able to run while carrying what's essentially, I guess, a calculator, yeah. There's more household accidents caused by running with calculators. I'm not thinking so. Alright, that's got a supply now. So, we'll be happy when we get our own diesel production going. But unfortunately, we need a few things, i.e. crops, for that to become a reality. How's he doing? Looks like he might be on his last run. Alrighty, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. No, this won't be full by the end of the episode. As I said, the refill rate is absolutely abhorrent. Yeah. Alright. You're done, are you? Even got a wee bit of lime left. Alrighty. Well, that's good. Okie dokie. Let's take you out to the other end of our property. See what goes on there. Whoa. That's the old look both ways before crossing the road, isn't it? Oops. Oy, oy, oy. I'll tell you. It's been one of those mornings. I had to start my day today by fighting with Canada Post because, oh, well, you know, I live in a town that's so small you can basically pitch a quarter and get it from one end of the town to the other. And yet this is the third time in 4 months that they've decided rather than delivering something I ordered to me, they'll just drop it off at some random address and, you know, leave it up to them, I guess. I don't know what their thought is there, but yeah, 3 times in 4 months, including my replacement driver's license. You know, and of course, if it had been accidentally delivered to someone that was honest, they would have sent it back. It was never sent back. So, yeah, I'm happy. But yeah, now I got to take my little car down to the city in 2 days, and to a part of the city that is notorious for constant collisions and accidents and you name it. And I'd ordered myself a dash cam, just in case. Well, Canada Post decided to give it to someone else, because that's the way they are. So yeah, Amazon's going to refund my money, Canada Post is going to pretend to look for my parcel, and I'm going to go down to Vancouver, and by God, if anybody hits me, I'll have to kill them and stick them in my trunk. So, you know, that's life. Spray away, good man, spray away. Alright, see if we can find our other dude. What's he do the name? Alright, we'll let him line up and then we're going to take over. Because I lost all of my progress, of course, towards achievements. So... and you're done. Nice. Let's lower that. Let's turn it on. Let's just back up a tiny bit. There we go. And away we go. Indeed. Whoa. Dude must have been staring out the back window. Speaking of which, yeah. Well, you never know. I've taken over. Everything could just go, and turn into absolute garbage. We'll have to hope that that line thing actually holds enough to get that other field. And there's an even bigger one beside that, so... there we go. Upsy. Yeah, you can tell I did that field too, eh? All the little missing bits. I'm so good at this. I'm just so good at this. How's that? Yeah, it looks like a reasonable place, doesn't it? Okay. Down you get. Let's party. Oh, we are at the 33-minute mark here. So, wow. So, once again, guys, if you do enjoy the video, enjoy the series, please remember to hit that like button on your way out. I could really, really use some upvotes on the old Google search engine there, you know. Just not for my own gain of any form, but I'd really like to see more people enjoying the benefits of this map, you know, and if I can help spread the word more, well, then I will. So there's also things like sharing, you know, if you click share it and post it on your Facebook thing. You know, again, not necessarily to draw views to my channel, but hey, that will be everybody you know that plays Farm Sim that will go, hey, that looks like a incredible map. Because, well, it is, you know. But anyway, that's about it for me. I'm going to finish this off. We can see that's a long task. There we go. And then next time we'll carry on. So, hope you enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to hit the like button. Favorites, shares, all that good YouTube-y stuff. But above all, take care of each other, folks. This is Miss VC7 on the ever-evolving, ever-amazing Ricciville now. Ciao for now.